this topic is color schemes, which basically means sets of colors that you would use to design something in. Think your outfit every day. You choose a set of colors to put together in your outfit. That's your color scheme for the day. So like my shirt is black with white stripes. Well, my shoes are black. That's my color scheme. I've got this black color scheme going on. So that's not in this presentation, but that's considered a neutral color scheme. So think about what you're wearing today, and that is your color scheme. You might also hear these referred to as color harmonies. So remember to write these notes and do the activity that goes with it. Questions are embedded. So a warm color scheme is a pretty simple one. Basically, you just use warm colors. It's where the majority of the room, which majority is more than half, is filled with variations of warm colors. Variations mean lighter versions, darker versions, just different versions of that one color. So warm colors include red, orange, and yellow in them. That is what you need to know. Red, orange, yellow. And when you look at red, orange, and yellow, what do you think of? What are some things that are red, orange, and yellow? Think fire, sunshine, hot peppers. All these like warm things are red, orange, and yellow like that. So in these two rooms pictured, these are variations of orange and red mainly. We've got some other colors in there. We've got a little bit of a blue-gray and a whitish color, and they're not warm, but remember we're talking about the majority of a room being the warm color. Same thing over here is happening with the reds and the oranges, and the majority of the room is the red and the orange. Even the woods in both of these rooms are warm woods. They kind of have that orangeness about the wood. Oppositely, a cool color scheme is where the majority of the room is filled with variations of cool colors. Cool colors include blue, green, and purple in them. So when we think of things that are blue, green, or purple, we might think of water, we might think of cool grass, we might think of like grapes, we might think of icicles, snow, all cold things, all things associated with coolness. And these colors don't make us feel as warm and cozy, they make us feel more calm and relaxed. So this room the majority is purple. The majority of this room is, the colors used are purple, blue, and green. And then same thing in this room, purple, blue, and green. First question that you need to answer on your form. A complementary color scheme is a color scheme where the majority of a room is filled with variations of colors that are opposite of each other on the color wheel. So we've learned what the color wheel looks like, and if you can draw a perfect one where it's like evenly spaced, you could draw a line straight across the middle of it, and that would tell you what colors are complementary colors. They point to each other. They're directly across from each other. They're called complementary colors because they complement each other. They make each other look their best. So that line I just traced, orange and blue, pairing orange with blue makes each other pop the most they possibly can. If I pair yellow with the blue, they still look good together, but they don't make each other pop as much as the orange would with the blue. It's because they're made of completely opposite colors. This room pictured here, I'm wondering if any of you recognize it. It is a local room, and it has a complementary color scheme of purple and yellow. I should have put that as a question. Here are your 6 pairs of complementary colors on the wheel. Notice that 3 of them, the red, green, orange, blue, and yellow, purple, one of them is a primary color and the other one is a secondary color. The other 3 pairs are tertiary colors. These can also include variations, which would be your tints, tones, and shades of these colors, and you guys learned about tints, tones, and shades in the last video. So this room example of complementary colors it's blue and orange, and it is red, orange, and green, blue. So the blue and orange is a variation of blue, where it is a tone of blue. It's had some gray added to it, and then you've got your standard orange, and then standard blue, green, and standard red, orange. So those are complements. Likewise, down here we have variations of red and green. We have a tint of red, making pink, and we have a shade of green, making a forest green. I really like that room. I don't feel like I should. I feel like it's actually probably really ugly, but I really like it. Here's question number 2. An analogous color scheme. Please kind of say that out loud or like silently, but like move your mouth to say it. Analogous, analogous, analogous. Please say that correctly in class. People say it wrong all the time. Analogous color schemes are a color scheme where the majority of the room is filled with variations of colors that are beside each other on the color wheel. So again, if we draw out the wheel, that would be colors that are like neighbors. They're right beside each other on the wheel. So all of these little examples right here are sets of 3 chunks of color at a time going around the wheel that are beside each other. And I would say the rule here could be it's between 2 and 5 colors that are right next to each other. These examples are obviously 3 colors that are beside each other. And this room is 4 colors that are beside each other. Orange, red, and red, purple make up this room. They are all right beside each other, and it's all analogous. Then these 2 rooms are similar, except for their variations of their colors. So we have a green, a blue, green, and a blue here, except for we've got a shade of blue, a tone of blue, and I'm going to say that's a tone of yellow-green. And those are not directly beside each other on the wheel, but they are really close to each other on the wheel. And that's okay to do, because that's not any other color scheme. It's still analogous. It's also cool. It's 2 color schemes. Same thing happening over here with the greens and the yellows that are beside each other on the wheel. And your last question for this video is here.